it's time to start this new project. Space Marines Aggressors. I imagine this is how they walk. Stomp, 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 stomp. I've never built any of these before, so this should be interesting. And when they're done, the idea is that they'll join my Death Watch army. Now, we've already talked a little bit about my potential plans, and by that I mean in the unboxing video for these same dudes. It's a color manual. And so I'm thinking there might be some magnetization in the future of these guys. I don't know for a fact yet, though. Depends really on how the pieces go together. If it's a simple matter of changing this piece, it looks like it's a part that goes over the gauntlet, I might be able to pull it off. We'll see, though. We'll see. For sure, we'll be able to replace the Pauldrons to make them, you know, give them the Death Watch Pauldron and give them the chapter-specific Pauldron as well. This I will not be using. You know what I'm missing? Ah, there we are. Some light. Okay. So the idea, I think, is I want to be able to switch them between these two. And if that doesn't become, like if it's not within my skill level, because it looks like we have to add this piece to the back, and I'm not quite sure how it's mounted, but I'll take a look. So if I can't magnetize effectively, then what I'll do is I'll end up just using these guys. I don't intend to use these for assault, I don't intend to use these for hand-to-hand. They're mostly, I think, kind of like short range or medium range dudes. Oh, I can make a sergeant, so there's that. Yeah, so I'll take a look and see how I do this. So let's go to the first step. Oh, okay, so the variants are color-coded. The bolter guys are blue, and the flamer guys are green. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll start clipping these guys out. I think I may want to do this one at a time so I don't get bogged down like my other models. So let's grab this guy. I'll grab this guy. Yeah, I'm going to do these one at a time because last time I did a bunch of these, I got stuff kind of turned around. And with these Primaris models, I think where each piece goes really matters. So I don't want to mess these up like I did with my Hell Blasters, which I'm pretty sure I haven't published at the point of my publishing this one, because I was just really unhappy with the way those turned out. So I haven't edited anything. Got a bunch of raw footage that I just don't know what to do with. So, what is? I'll do better with these guys. Lesson learned. Okay, so already I can tell this is going to be just a little bit different from usual because I can't put the head in at the very end of the model like I do with most of my models. So I got to file down this little piece right here that shows up when I close stuff off. Yeah, so this back piece has a cowling almost, or a cowling, whatever, a metal hood. And so if you glue this together, this head is not going to go in there. And if I put the head in, like so, then I really can't paint the head. There's going to be lots of stuff happening in there. Yeah, so lots of stuff happening in there. It just won't be able to get the brush in. So already, I mean, I'm just really 3 pieces in, and I have to make some decisions about painting assemblies. So what I'm trying to do is to get these to adhere temporarily. I'll reach into my little drawer here, pull out these guys. Now, this didn't work out very well last time I tried it, but I'm hoping this is going to be a little different. Yeah, otherwise I can't have a let's build and then a subsequent let's paint video. Then it'll just be like, let's finish this project. I don't have a series. It's called Let's Finish This Project. Also because I'm self-aware. That would never work. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I've seen other models with this kind of this plate over the thigh, but this one's connected to the boot for some reason. I don't know why what that's about. Okay, I'm off to a decent start. This temporary method of adhering the parts seems to be going all right. I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but here I am, tempting fate. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the position of that backpack. There's some markings on the armor, the back part of the armor, that kind of allude to this is where the thing goes, but then the part kind of is different. I don't know. It's tough to explain. It just feels a little weird. This piece can probably be glued with no problems. Yeah, this part is a little tricky. I'm not quite sure I'm getting it in there right. There's a tab and a slot. So there's a tab on this piece, and there's a slot in the... Actually, there's a tab on the power plant, and there's a slot here on this piece. And this other slot is supposed to be facing outwards, but I'm not sure if I'm orienting it right. There's this little wheel detail, and I don't know, it looks kind of different on the model. It looks like it's, Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Oh, maybe because there's two of them. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So this one goes on the left-hand side of the model. Yeah, I was thinking I could glue the legs to the torso, but I just realized I really can't because there's this piece kind of hovering over the armor, so I won't be able to prime that. So looks like, once again, everything will be its own subassembly for painting, which is fine, but it's kind of a pain in the booty. And I think I see another problem with this piece. Not a problem, but I think I did something wrong. So there's two slots, right, on the same piece. One of them, let's see, I'm going to keep them this way. So this slot is vertical. This slot is horizontal. So only one of them goes into the model, and I'm not quite sure which is which. I think this is the one that goes out. This is the one that goes in. So yeah, this one can be a little tricky. That might be why I was having so much trouble. Yeah, see, this is what I was expecting it to look like right there. Not that. That's because I was trying to adhere it in the wrong orientation. So this is the one. Okay, that looks a lot more reasonable. Still weird looking for a Space Marine, but okay. It's like an ammo runner, like it helps keep the ammo straight, I guess. Interesting. All right, so here I'm going to skip the attachment of these ammo belts because, you know, it's going to be real iffy with, without using glue. So let's just pretend the ammo belts are in there, okay? I hope that's all right. But arm number, wait, what arm number are we looking at? Oh, arm number 8. All right, so this is for people interested in doing this for Death Watch. Ooh, the model stands. It's a little touch and go, but I think I got it. This is a very finesse model, at least compared to things I've done so far. This is the pauldron that goes on this model. It would help if my camera focused right there. So this is the one that goes on the right, so it'll be chapter specific. What I want to know is whether or not I can use one of these. Oh, that was neat. This is a chapter specific pauldron for Marines, but I think it's going to be too small. And as a matter of fact, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it might be too small. Let me just check. Oh yeah, it's not going to go in. So if I'm going to use a chapter specific pauldron, I'm going to need to use this guy. So, all right, I'll put that on there. Which means to decorate this, I'll need to use one of the insignia that I have for Terminators. That means that this chapter specific, this Death Watch pauldron is not going to fit, right? So I have a few Terminator sized. Yep, that'll fit. Not sure if it'll fit with that cabling, that stuff that goes on there, which I'm not going to add at the moment. So it's good to know that these Terminator Pauldrons for Death Watch will fit these models. Unfortunately, there's only like 3 of them per upgrade pack. So there's not a lot. As you can see, I'm having some trouble with the pieces staying in place. In order to fix any one of them, I have to push on another, and that causes that one to move out of whack. So, this is obviously not an approach I would recommend to anyone unless you're making a crazy video for YouTube, because you're going to have some problems, like I'm having right now. Alright, so that's as good as this is going to get. It looks really funky because I haven't glued anything down. And once this thing starts falling apart, it's just going to fall apart. So this is basically what it's going to look like for you. Obviously, the Pauldron is going to be different for yours. You can use whatever's on the sprue. Yeah, I mean, it's a neat looking model. It's really touchy. I think this is one I'm just going to try to... the shoulders are out of whack. It's just about ready to fall apart. So I'll have to think on how I'm going to magnetize these, if it's even possible. Certainly, I'm not sure it's going to be possible with the cabling that goes on there. So maybe I don't magnetize. I don't know. Let me think on this. But there it is, at least. The next let's build is out of the way for us. I pointed out some of the trickier parts, and you shouldn't have any issues with it as long as you use glue to put this together. All right. If you're building yours now, good luck.